much reestablish that land again, man. Just have a nice day, sir. Go on, you know.
They shall raise up for the former desolations. And
yeah, just have a nice day. Have a nice day.
Oh God, it's me again. Hello.
And they shall repair the waste of the waste cities, the desolations of many generations.
Yeah, exactly. So it's read it again.
And it says, and they shall build the old waste. They shall raise up former desolations.
They shall build up the old waste. It's like I said, that land of Israel is going to be destroyed by way of nuclear destruction.
Okay, fair enough.
So when that land is destroyed, we're going to have to build that place back up all over.
Maybe not, I don't even know. See you later anyway.
Alright, you know what you should do, sir? Just have a nice day. Enjoy yourself.
Let him go.
Alright? Because your society is getting ready to be destroyed, man. Just having that. Don't waste your time up here, man.
Listen, I'm not going to heaven. I'm not even going to heaven anyway.
Well, that's what I'm saying. You shouldn't waste your time.
I've got a first class.
But you shouldn't waste your time. Just have a nice day, man.
Thanks, man.
Alright, man, go on, bro.
And they shall repair the waste cities, the desolations of many
You got a limited
generations.
time left. You got a limited time. Go on, bro. Don't waste it, bro. Don't waste it, my man. You got a limited time left. Go on, bro.
And strangers shall stand and
I know what I'm doing. Alright, man. I'm playing with it. Go on.
and strangers shall stand and feed your flocks.
Right. It says read that again.
And strangers shall stand and feed your flocks.
It says strangers shall stand and feed your flock. Okay, so in other words, they're going to be the ones responsible for taking care of our sheep, our lambs, our goats, and what have you. That's exactly what the Lord has installed for the future. Okay, that's it. So like I said, all of this right here, what Paul said, is all temporal. It's all temporal. Yeah, so give me the one in Paul. Give me 2 Corinthians 4. You know when Paul said, we look not at the things right now, but we look at the things to come. Yes, does she have a question or anything? She got a question?
Yeah, I just wondered what this is about, what you're doing here.
Yeah, we're the Hebrew Israelites. We're the Hebrew Israelites, and we're proclaiming our people to be Hebrew Israelites as well.
Hebrew Israelites?
Yeah, the real Jews, so that you understand.
The Jews?
We're the real Jews. Yeah, read what you got.
So in the Bible you have the 12 tribes of Israel. Is that what you're referring to?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I mean, we're not all representing the 12 tribes, but you have Judah, which is the so-called Negro. Right?
Sorry, the Jews are...
I'm just calling it straight. And then you got Benjamin, which is the so-called West Indians. And then you got the Haitian people, which are the Levites. And then you also have the northern people. Okay?
Yeah.
Alright, so let's move on.
Well, what I'm trying to say to you is what is the nationality?
What does it have to matter? Because the reason why it matters is because our conquerors, which you should know, which we all know, they've conquered us and gave us a different name, called us Africans, and called us West Indians, which the word Africa goes back to a Greek, a Roman general by the name of Leo Scipio Africanus. And West Indian means, the word Indian means savage, and West is just a direction.
But that's not the thing is, when you have a relationship with God,
and it's a manufactured culture.
There's no colour. It's not about
It is a colour.
It's not about
It is colour in the scriptures.
Because I have the Holy Spirit in me.
What is the Holy Spirit?
The Holy Spirit is from God, and it's His helper that sent. And I can assure you that I received the Holy Spirit.
But you know, if you had the Holy Spirit on you, give me Ezekiel 30, you know the one I want. Because the Holy Spirit dwells in men.
Yes,
it dwells in men. Wisdom dwells in men. It doesn't dwell in no woman. Okay, so if you knew the truth, yeah, that's what the Bible says.
No.
You know what? You're older than me. I can tell you're much more older than me. You know what it is. You know the situation. Let's not go there.
How old are you?
Huh? I don't need to bring that up.
You said that I'm older than you.
As a matter of fact, how old are you?
Well, you said it first. So I'm in my 30s.
Okay, well let's just say I'm approaching 30 now.
Okay.
So I stand correct. So let's keep going.
It's Revelation 19 and 10, and it says, and I fell at his feet to worship him, and he said unto me, sit thou, do it not. I am thy fellow servant and of thy brethren that have the testimony
and thy brethren
Jesus.
that have the testimony. The word testimony right, goes back to the word testes. In other words, in order for you to testify, you have to have
That's not
testimonies.
what it means.
Okay, go on. No, I'm just bringing out the word testimony. Go on.
testimony don't mean
That's one
testimony.
aspect of it.
I am thy fellow servant of thy brethren
And brethren,
that have the testimony of Jesus. Worship the Most High, for the testimony of Jesus is the spirit of prophecy.
right, it's the spirit of
It doesn't
prophecy.
say anywhere that
So
it's
now,
meant
give me
to be made.
Ezekiel 30.
It doesn't say that though. That's
We're gonna go some more. Just wait right there. We're gonna see some more.
testimony does not mean testimony.
It goes back to the word testament.
No.
Oh yeah, I see that one.
You know the one where it says
Oh yeah, I see that one.
I mean, to be honest with you, I think
It's
that's
Proverbs 8 and 5. It says, "No
that is
wisdom
so-
right and understanding put up her voice.
Right.
She standeth in the top of the high places, by the way in the places of the paths. She cried at the gates at the entry of the city.
Okay.
At the coming in at the doors. Unto you, O men, I call,
unto you, O men, I call.
and my voice to the sons of man."
And to my voice to the sons of men. You see that? So
So
this.
it says there's
So in
a-
order for you to teach the gospel of the Lord, in order for you to have the wisdom or the Holy Spirit, which is wisdom, you have to be a man. It's just common sense.
No.
We're old enough to understand that, darling. You know that. Come on now. So let's
Alright,
what you
we
got?
could left with it.
This
Anyway,
is
God bless
Jeremiah
you.
chapter
you as well. But you just gotta know that, sister. You just gotta know that.
Once you said that, I'm finished.
All right, that's all right. That's all right. Oh yeah, I see it right there. Yeah. That's not a plane. That's a chariot.
That's a chariot.
It's so bright and white, isn't it?
Right, isn't it, brother?
Yeah.
You get it?
And it reappears. That's actually an angel. That's actually an angel.
That's an angel ark.
Yeah.
That looks like an angel.
The way it's shaped.
Oh, look how beautiful.
Yeah, that's not.
I
no
won't
plane.
get it on this. I'm gonna try.
That ain't
I've been seeing planes all day, man, going high as that, and you see how they look. Living chemtrails.
Yeah, I can see that. It's clear.
It's gone now, isn't it?
I'm gone.
It came back.
And then, one just passed about 5 minutes ago to here though.
Damn, man.
That is beautiful.
Yeah, that's an angel. Yeah.
That is sweet.
Oh come on.
That shows you right there. The time is near. The end is near.
Oh, there's the plane. Look how far it is.
Yeah, yeah.
See the difference?
Yeah.
See the difference here?
Yeah, it can't go.
Yeah, that's an angel. That's an angel.
That's an angel in it.
That thing can go
See the
actually
difference?
high.
That's the spirit, because we brought out that scripture earlier about the Lord's wills.
Oh yeah,
From that
yeah.
moment on, we just been seeing.
Yeah, because as soon as the brother read, the garment was as white as snow, and then a white chariot appeared.
And that's why I said it was an angel. Yeah? Yeah. So you're gonna start seeing more things, more.
As a
more
third one today,
so-called
brother.
phenomena, Yeah, but that woman when she came up, I could tell that she had a bad spirit on her, man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I could see right through those glasses, those shades. You know, and that's what she wanted to. She wanted attention.
That's why she came here as well.
Yeah. Anyway, y'all. Yeah. So any of y'all brothers, who what you got? And she knows what I was saying about how the teaching of the Bible goes to men. She knows this very well. She said she was in her 30s, right? And that kind of stuff, because I said I told her, I said, you're much more older than me, and it was declared that I was right. Okay, because I told her, I said I'm going into 30, and she says she's in her 30s. She looked to be about 37, man. That woman, 35, 37. That's an old woman, man. For a woman, that's old.
She's older than 30, yeah? 30.
She's about 40. She's about 38, 40, something like that.
She really looks, but she's her husband or her boyfriend, like either of my guys.
Yeah, she's looking for a man as well. She's single. Yeah, keep going, brother.
The book of Jeremiah chapter 3 and 15.
She needs to be validated. Go on.
And I will give you pastors according to mine heart,
Yeah.
which shall feed you with knowledge and understanding.
Right, and shall feed you with knowledge and understanding. Keep going.
And it shall come to pass when ye be multiplied and increased in the land in those days, saith the Lord, they shall say no more, the ark of the covenant of the Lord,
Right.
neither shall it come to mind,
Exactly.
neither shall they remember it, neither shall they visit it.
Exactly. But the point of the matter is the Lord is dealing with the men. Okay? And that's just common sense. If you're like, if you're my age and up, you should already know that already, man. We've all went to these churches, we've all heard about certain scriptures. So we know the deal on that. Okay, but these women, they want to flaunt themselves and they want to get some kind of attention. This ain't the Christian church where You can just shit all over, man.
That's it.
This ain't the spot for that, man. All right, when you come here, we're gonna bring out certain precepts and we're gonna put you in your place. That's how that gets down, man. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gonna come over here and shit over brothers, man, because you think you look good. She wasn't all of that any doggone.
Yeah.
Go on, bro. Even if she was all of that, we still put her in her place. Go on, bro.
Yeah, I'm done. The bar. No.
Yeah, going back to Isaiah 61, man.
Oh, God.
But who can we blame? We can really blame Esau for that, man. That's why they're so puffed up and they got this chest about it, man. They think they can just come through. Oh, what is this? You know? Nah, man. Go on, bro.
Alright. The book of Isaiah 61 and verse 4. And they shall build the old waste, they shall raise up the former desolations, and they shall repair the waste cities.
Right, they're gonna repair the waste cities. That's what they're gonna do. They're gonna repair the waste cities. Who are they that they're gonna repair the waste cities? So the so-called Jews for one. All right, well, a lot of them are gonna be dead. But all of them other nations that survived the nuclear holocaust, they're going to repair the waste cities. That's what they're going to do. We're not going to lift a finger. They're going to be doing all of the work because we've already did more than lifting up a finger. We built this shit up that we call the society here. And what did we get? Nothing back in return. All right? So it would be right and it would be justified for these nations to do all of the work, including on that. Go on, brother.
The desolation of many generations.
That's the one.
Yeah, 61.
And strangers shall stand and feed your flocks, and the sons of the alien shall be your plowmen.
Right, and the sons of the alien, the word alien means stranger. So the sons of them are going to be the plowmen. They're going to, like I said, they're going to be doing all of the work. They're going to be doing all of the construction. The altars are going to be building. Your palaces are going to be building. Streets are going to be building. Okay? Like when you walk down the street, even though it's on a Saturday, you still see people working and driving taxis and doing their day-to-day business. Look at those Amalekites over there. Kind of camera on the brother.
See, look at them.
Okay, that's what you call
Those are the chosen really.
right. Those are the chosen people, right?
Look at great.
Come on, man. We're talking about big process.
Got it.
They're not.
Get out of the bloody way, yeah? People getting in the bloody way.
And they smoking cigarettes.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're claiming yourself be a holy nation, why would a holy nation smoke cigarettes? It don't make no sense. Go on, brother.
Yeah, when I was lucky, when I used to do the driving job, they used to pick up prostitutes and all that.
Yeah.
You see?
Oh, it's in the regions, right?
Huh?
Yeah, but
It's in the,
They go for Jake's. They go for Eves.
Yeah, man.
They like the Eves.
Yeah.
Them Amalekites. They're supposed to be like all dignified. They like the black woman. The black prostitutes.
right,
You know?
right. Well, you know, they can have it, man. They can have it. Go on, bro.
And it says, and your vine dressers, but ye shall be
When I was
named
doing cabin
the priests
driving.
of the Lord.
I know all
Right,
about all
you
this
shall be
underworld.
named the priests of the Lord, and that's the intention of God. The intention of God is for us to be made priests. That's what it's all about. So like I said last week, we was put on this earth, niggas, and they just be rolling around smoking blunts all day, pretty much taking pride in gangsterism, talking about what hood you from. You weren't put on the planet to be no crap like that. You were put on the planet to be royalty, okay, and to also be a part of the priesthood. The reason why people are doing that because Esau manufactured that particular culture, which we can all pretty much call it black culture, all right? Which we don't really invest, we don't take time to pinpoint no black culture because we're not no black people over here. We're Israelites now, all right? That's the culture that the Lord set us up to be, a royal priesthood. Go on.
And it says, men shall call you the ministers of our power.
Right, it says men shall call you the ministers of our power, the servants of God. The word minister means to be a servant of the Lord. Go on.
Ye shall eat the riches of the Gentiles, and in their glory shall ye boast yourselves.
Right.
For your shame ye shall have double.
So it says, in your glory you shall boast yourself. So we're going to be proud. We're going to be proud against the heathen. You see how they walk proud against us? We're going to be proud against them. Okay? And then guess what? They're going to envy us now. They're going to be like, man, look at these guys, man. They taking my woman and everything. Okay? We're going to throw it all over their faces. And guess what? We're not going to marry their women. We're going to use them as concubines, man. Wow. We're going to shit all over them, just like how they shit on our women. All right? So it's all going to be reversed. Go on, brother.
For your shame shall have double.
Right, for your shame you shall have double. Is that what he said? Right? So all of the nations, they're going to have, or it says that we will have double in terms of, the goods. Okay? But their shame is going to be double. That's what I was going to say. But I had to break it down correct.
And for confusion, they shall rejoice in their portion.
Right, and in confusion, they shall rejoice in their portion. Okay? Because we were once in a low, confused state. Now we're going to enter into a state of being joyful. We're going to have that everlasting joy. We're going to be in that higher state as we were preordained or supposed to be. Okay, the reason why we're in this low state right now is because to show us what evil this is all about. Being that the so-called white man folly is in power. All right, go on.
It says, therefore in their land they shall possess the double.
And it proves that. I want to say one thing, right? Because I've been seeing this, later on during the week. These Edomite women, man, they're thirsty as hell for these jakes out here, man. I was in the store, right? And I kid you not, man. I was looking at some. I was in the area where you're just coming into the store, right? So here it is. I'm in the store, and I'm looking at something, and I can't see on the left-hand side, right? I can't see what's behind me, so I'll go look behind me now. And what do I see? I see two Edomite women, right? And they ain't skinny. They got nice shapes and all of that. And they just on my abs, man. All they gotta do is lean a little bit more forward, and they touching all over me.
Yeah.
When I was on the bus as well, I saw this Edomite woman, man, and she was kissing all over this chick, man. Crazy. So the thirst is real. What makes it worse? But what makes it worse is that I'm not really interested, man.
Yeah, it's true.
I'm not interested, man. So what I'm doing is you see, you gotta flip the script with these women. You see, they like to raw tease, right? Guess what? You pussy tease.
Yeah.
All right, and that's what I've been doing all this week, man. Because I ain't really got time for these women anymore. I got this to focus on.
That's right.
This is what's more important. I gotta do my shows during the week. And I gotta do other things, man. I gotta do my work on the side. All right? And that's my life. And I like to keep it that way. Go on. I don't want to make it more complicated.
That's
don't
true.
need to do that. Go on.
In their land they shall possess the double. Everlasting joy shall be unto them.
And when the kingdom of heaven is set up, then I could get all the women out here. Then I could dive into unnecessary matters. And guess what? When the kingdom is set up, we're gonna have them fresh. You don't gotta go get a woman that's been used up by a different guy. You ain't gotta do that. Okay? You dealing with a woman, she's like, let's just say 28, 25. She got like 30, 40 bodies in her. Right? You the 41st body that she gonna body. All right? You ain't gonna get that, man. We gonna get the fresh king girls. All right? Go on, bro.
And it says,
and they're gonna be young too. They're gonna be super young.
I, the Lord, love judgment.
Yep.
I hate robbery for burnt offering.
You keep going.
And I will direct their work in truth. And I will make an everlasting
And the way that
covenant.
he's going to do that is by putting those walls in our hearts. That's how he's going to direct us in truth. Because the way that we were rolling before, when we was in the world, we was rolling in the way of lies. But now we're rolling in the way of truth. But we're going to have that state of mind where we don't go off anymore. That's how the Lord is going to direct us. Okay? Well, the Lord is already directing us right now. But more so when we have those laws. Go on.
And I will make an everlasting covenant with them.
All right.
And their seed shall be known among the Gentiles.
And their seed amongst the Gentiles. In other words, all of the heathen around about. It's going to be well known that we are the children of God himself. We're the children of the Most High, and them so-called Jews, they none but falseness perpetrating the fraud, man. Okay, and they've been doing that ever since the 40s. Going, brother. And more, so them so-called Jews, those little Orthodox so-called Jews, they don't want to be praying and being ahead against the wall, man. They don't want to be doing no shit like that no more. They want to become something else. They want to become Christians or do some other shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Oh, you know about that, didn't you?
Yeah. When I used to work, the boss was a Amalekite, and he had his nephew. You know, it's all a family thing, and he's coming from Jerusalem directly sometimes. And he used to say, "What?" He knew I was a Christian. That time I was Jehovah's Witness.
Right.
He used to say, "I wonder what it's like for me if I was to walk in one of them Christian churches and see all those glamorous buildings like St. Paul's Cathedral." He was always talking about that when me and him was talking.
Okay.
So he had that curiosity because the grass is always greener on the other side, as you're saying. So he was always referring to that he wants something different.
Yeah, and that's how they all feel. All of those so-called Orthodox so-called Jews, they don't want to be doing that, man. But what it is, Esau pays them the money to do that, so they can do their little prayer, so they can present themselves as the people of God, right? And meanwhile, their same race on the flip hand side is doing all kind of wickedness. Okay, and that's why they got them there great. But them so-called Jews, they don't want to be no Jewish people. They don't want to have nothing to do with that. They want to be as streaky as they want. They want to go back to that true human nature, that beastly nature. That's what they want, man. Go on, brother.
And their seed shall be known among the Gentiles, and their offspring among the people.
Right, and their offspring among the people. So we're going to be known as the city of God, man. We're not going to be known as black people, so-called West Indians, Jamaicans, African American. We ain't going to be, those titles are going to be dead and gone. We're going to be known as the tribe of Judah, the tribe of Benjamin, the tribe of Levi, the tribe of Simeon, Gad, Reuben, Manasseh, Asher, etc. Those are the names that we're going to classify ourselves as. Alright? And this rap bullshit culture, that's going to be done away with, man. Okay? Go on, bro.
All them that shall acknowledge them, that they are, all that see them shall acknowledge them,
right,
that they are the seed which the Lord hath blessed.
Right, exactly. So that's what is going to be the case. That's what's going to be the case when it's all said and done. All right. When this society is destroyed and the new kingdom is established, guess what? We're going to be known as the people of God. Okay, it tells you that in Isaiah 62. But it's just for a temporal moment that we're known as a nobody in this society. Okay, we're declared as what you call black people, which the color black means death. Okay, like in the Spanish, the word black in Spanish is moreno. Okay, which goes back to the word black. When you actually look at the word moreno or the word more, it all means that pretty much goes back to death. Okay, or an unknown people, as you can say as well. All right, but when it's all said and done, when the kingdom is set up, when the Messiah returns as a so-called Negro, tribe of Judah, then it's going to be declared who the people of the gospel are. And it's kind of being declared that right now as it stands, because you got so many brothers that's bringing out the same gospel, the same truth. Okay, so people are kind of waking up, but this word is going to proliferate throughout the whole entire planet. And then it's going to be known who's really good. Okay, go on, brother.
He says, I will greatly rejoice in the Lord. My soul shall be joyful in my power. Okay. For he hath clothed me with the garment of salvation.
And he's speaking, this is Isaiah, right? Because Isaiah, he saw himself in this estate. And Isaiah's back there right now doing the same thing he did back then in the reincarnation. Go on.
For he hath clothed me with the garment of salvation. He hath covered me with the robe of righteousness.
And what is the clothing or the garment of salvation? The word, this truth. And the only people that can get this truth is us, brothers, the Israelites. Because this truth is only for those that were under the covenant, man. The Abrahamic covenant. This was supposed to be given for everybody. That was a lie told. That was the biggest lie told around the world, man. Oh, as long as you're a Christian and you're born again and you have a chance of being saved. Listen, man, if your ancestors or your nation don't fall under these people here, you ain't going into no kingdom. Right? You're going outside of the kingdom, and you're going to be a servant, and you're going to be a slave. Okay? And that includes even Rothschild, that includes the Queen of England. All of these people that are part of the aristocracy class, they're going to be slaves, man. It's Because it don't matter what kind of credentials a nation got. What matters is what the Lord set up here. Matter of fact, brother, hold what you got. Give me Proverbs 19 and 21. Because the Lord set up nations, man, and the Lord set up a nation to rule over other nations. And He's gonna rule over all of these other nations, man. I don't care if I sound chauvinistic or whatever. It's just the facts. It's just the truth. All right, the truth of reality. Go on.
What?
Proverbs 19 and 21. Anybody can get it. All right, I'm not dealing with no one's opinions or whatever. I'm dealing with the facts of reality. And this is what we bring into you right here.
So Proverbs 19 and 21, and it says, there are many devices in a man's heart.
And the word devices in the scriptures, it means thoughts. So man has many thoughts going.
Nevertheless, the counsel of the Lord, that shall stand.
That shall stand. Okay, so if you don't believe in what we're bringing to you, then that's on you. But what we're saying is gonna stand for good. It's gonna stand forever. Okay, somebody give me that in the book of Matthew 24. Matter of fact, brother, drop that and get me Acts 5 and 38. Yeah, I'm even gonna go as far as saying this too, because you have these Christians that are set up on the street and they'll go teach their doctrine and then they'll get kicked off the street. But we can set up our thing on the street and we don't get kicked off the street. Why is that back up? Because we don't read it.
But Shalakia, but that's the spirit though. That camera hardly points at us anymore, you know.
Right.
Do you notice that?
I noticed that, yeah.
They used to direct here all the time, but now they don't trouble us no more.
Yeah.
Because they know.
Because they know, man.
They know them.
Yeah. And even them cops, the two cops walk past the camera. They're not really bothered, man.
No.
But I guarantee you, if we would have came and preached Christianity, they would have bum rushed us off the street a long time ago. Let's read this.
So Acts 5 and 38, and it says, and now I say unto you, refrain from these men and let them alone. For if this counsel of this work be of men, it shall come to naught.
So if this counsel be of men, it will come to naught. It's like them Christians, man. They'll set up camp or whatever camp they got going, and they'll get ran out on the street. Or they'll do it, but they're going to do it for a long period of time. Go on.
And it says, but if it be of the Most High, you cannot overthrow
But
it.
if it be of the Most High, you cannot overthrow it. This was preordained to be set up.
Nice, brother. Nice.
Okay, this is ordered by the Most High Himself. All of you brothers out there that's teaching His word, because you got two camps in England, yeah. You got them brothers upstairs, and then you got us downstairs doing it, proliferating this word in England. All right, and you got brothers in the States, all around the States, pushing the same word. You got brothers in the islands, right, the West Indian islands, pushing the same word. And guess what? As this word is being pushed, this place is going downhill.
That's right.
This place is being destroyed. Go on, bro.
What about the one in Brixton though? Church of.
Well, you know, I mean, them brothers are doing their thing. You know what I'm saying?
I saw him today.
All right. Right.
That class is a camp,
them
innit?
brothers are all right.
Free camps
you know what I'm saying?
in
They
England.
doing their thing. But, you know, hey, man, at the end of the day,
It might be Sakari spirits.
I was about there. I don't know today. Can I have a look?
Sakari.
take a picture, man. I thought you said going to take a picture. Anyway, let's read on. Keep reading. Oh, you got a precept on?
Matthew 16, verse 18. Matthew 16, verse 18. And I say also unto thee that thou art Peter, and upon this rock I will build my church.
All right.
And the gates of hell shall not prevail
Let's read
against
that
it.
one more time.
Matthew 16 and 18. And I say also unto thee that thou art Peter, and upon this rock I will build my church.
He's distracting me, man. Let's read it again.
And I say also unto thee that thou art Peter, and upon this rock I will build my church.
Who is Peter in the reincarnation? King David. And guess what? This is the house of David right here. The true house of David. Go on.
And the gates of hell shall not prevail against
You're all
it.
right, brother. Right, and the gates of hell shall not prevail against it. So this is the holy, this is the holy building here. And every brother's a building of the Most High. That's in 1 Corinthians the 3rd chapter. This is the house of David being restored right before. You got Donald Trump and the cats thinking that they set up the 3rd temple when in fact they're not setting up the 3rd temple. They set up some old bullshit building that's getting ready to crumble after that nuclear destruction. We are the third temple. We are the building of the Lord. All right, go on.
Psalms 105 verse 14. He suffered no man to do them wrong.
Right, he suffered no man to do them wrong. Go on.
Yea, he reproved kings for their sakes.
Right, he reproved kings for their sakes. Go on.
Saying, touch not man anointed.
Right, go on.
Saying, touch not man anointed, and do my prophets no harm.
Do my prophets no harm. Now there was a point in time where we've experienced getting into trouble and everything like that, but guess what? That was all to build us up.
Right.
Now that we're building up in the spirit and the faith, guess what? The Lord got us out here now. We stationary here. Okay, go on. There's some more now.
That's it.
All right. Yeah. So give me somebody give me Corinthians 3. Yeah, hold on, brother. Hold on, brother. He all right. He just gotta hold on. You just gotta hold on. Go on, brother. Yeah, read it.
This is Second Peter chapter 1 verse 13. Yea, I think it meet as long as I am in this tabernacle,
Right.
to stir you up by putting
So
you
he
in
said
remembrance.
he thought of it being good. The word meet means good. That he's in this tabernacle. Go on.
Right, that's that. This is Amos chapter 9 verse 11. In that day will I raise up the tabernacle of David,
Okay.
that is fallen, and close up the breaches thereof, and I will raise up his ruins, and I will build it as in the days of old.
And that's exactly what Yahweh Shai is doing. He's building up the house of David as it was in the days of old. How is he doing that? By closing what he just read. Closing the breaches thereof. In other words, doing away with the differences that the northern and southern kingdom have, and bringing them into one tribe, one nation. Okay, unity. You can even read that in Ezekiel 37 chapter. How what is it? The stick was cut. Now that the two planks have come together to perform one plank. I'm saying the correct. And that's why in America you got those brothers that's from the northern kingdom pushing the troop along with the tribe of the southern kingdom. And then you also got brothers in South Central America that's doing the same work we're doing. Okay, go on, brother.
2 Peter 1 verse 13. Yea, I think it meet as long as I am in this tabernacle.
Right, so he thought it good that he's in his tabernacle. Go on.
Yeah, so he's David.
Because he's the king. He's King David, Peter, in the reincarnation. So this is where it's at, man. If you want to grow in this, if you want to get the truth and the real understanding, this is where it's at, baby boy. This is the VIP. All right. We got the keys to the kingdom, man. Like you was going into last month. All right, yeah, brother. Can you get me 1 Corinthians 3, verse 8, and read all the way down to verse 10. 1 Corinthians 3, verse 8, verse 11.
Sure, bro.
1 Corinthians 3 verse 8. Now he that planteth and he that watereth are one.
And that's what we do. We work together. Go on.
And every man shall receive his own reward according to his own labor.
Right?
For we are laborers together
And we all laborers together. Go on.
with the Most High.
So you got brothers that may hold signs. You got brothers that may read. You got brothers that may be, may be giving. They give alms or what have you. But we all work together. Go on.
Ye are the Most High's husbandry.
All right.
Ye are the Most High's building.
We are. That's the point. We are the Most High's building. What is the Most High building, brothers? The tabernacle of David. That's what the Lord is building right now. You got a precept on
Jeremiah 1:18 and 19. Behold, I have made thee this day a defenced city and an iron pillar, a brazen wall against the whole land, against the kings of Judah,
Right.
against the princes thereof, against the priests thereof, and against the people of the land. 19. And they shall fight against thee, but they shall not prevail against thee, for I am with thee, saith the Lord, to deliver thee.
right, exactly. Now, back in the ancient world, you had people that was in that high estate. You had kings of Judah and all of that, right? But we can still use that scripture because now we